Hello, my name is Allie and welcome to my channel. This is probably my only video that I have uploaded at the moment because I wanted to upload a video with something that is extremely relevant in my life right now, and also I've been searching for videos like this. So if I can help you guys with my experience and with the things that I have learned concerning eczema, psoriasis, these two things are I really feel for you guys if you have this, because I know this is something that I've had for pretty much my whole life, and off and on trying to figure out how to live with it, especially when you're having a flare up. So hopefully this video can give you guys some encouraging tips or ideas, especially if you're having a flare up that's so bad, like you need all the help you can get. Like, just wait, I'm gonna help you out. So, okay, let me give you guys a little backside of my story. Um, I have had eczema for most of my life, and I've always used like hydrocortisone creams, and if it got bad enough, I would go to the doctor and they would prescribe me steroid creams. So, normally, if my eczema was bad enough, the steroid creams would kind of just like hold out until it went away. But towards the end of last year, this is the first time that I actually had to use steroid creams for about 6 months, just to keep it down, and it kept flaring back up again and again and again. It wasn't really going away because, for any of you guys who know, if you're using steroid creams, you're supposed to take a break. You're supposed to take a like 3 to 4 day break. And so when I would do that, my eczema would immediately come back, and if not worse. And you guys, my eczema was getting worse. It was like, first it started down, like it was on my body, but then it started to spread to my face, and that was a problem. That was not okay, because people have to look at my face, and that, normally I can tolerate having eczema on my body because I can cover it up. But once it was starting to get on my face, I started to feel super insecure. And it got to the point where it got so bad around my eyes, they swelled up, and like I had to call out of work. I could not go into work looking like that. It hurt. I could barely see out of one eye. My eczema was just flaring up so bad. And this was like after I'd been using steroid creams for a couple of months, and it still wasn't solving the problem. I went back to the doctor, and they were like, well, if it doesn't clear up, because they gave me a steroid cream that was super expensive, but like better to use for around your eye, even though you shouldn't. I mean, if you can avoid using steroid creams, like, don't use them. But so they said that if the creams weren't working, then I would have to start taking like a pill. And they said that had a lot of side effects. So problem with that was I started to do my own research, and I started realizing how dangerous it was to use steroid creams, because your body can become like addicted to it, and it also weakens your skin. It can give you high blood pressure. There's just so many bad side effects to steroid creams. Even though they may help momentarily, like in the long run, they don't really solve the problem of eczema. So I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to get to the root of the problem, because I really don't want to live with this problem anymore with my eczema, and I'm sure many of you guys out there can relate. So next part of the story, I went to a naturopath, and you guys can do your own research and look up what exactly a naturopath is, but basically the idea is that they go a more natural way of healing things, or solving whatever it is that you're dealing with. In my case, psoriasis, eczema. And so my doctor, he started to prescribe me, the naturopath started prescribing me supplements, and I had to start following a diet that was more healthy, which makes sense. Honestly, having a healthy diet in general makes sense for eczema, to help with eczema, and just in general, But so a lot of the supplements that I was taking, and maybe in another video I can give you guys more specific on what that was, it was helping with my my gut, my digestion. But it was kind of like too much at once, and it was like all of a sudden my body, the idea is to detox your body and get rid of all the toxins that are built up in your gut because you're not, you know, digesting and pushing out the toxins like you should. That's like an idea of a lot of people why they have eczema, is because it's like your skin's way of showing, like, getting rid of the toxins, your body's way of getting rid of the toxins. But anyways, you guys, that was like literally hell on earth. Like those couple of months that I'm still coming out of that. But my skin was so bad. It was so bad. So anybody who's coming out of a detox, or honestly, like right now I'm just feeling it out because it was so bad. I stopped taking the supplements. I was just like, listen, for me, I need to listen to my body, and the fact that I like could not lift my arms above my head because the eczema was so cracked. And my face was like, my skin felt like it was 3 times too small for my body, and it was so terrible, you guys. Like, for any of you guys who are suffering and looking for videos, like, hopefully, I'll put a link down below because y'all probably don't want to hear me ramble, but I'm about to show you some products that I used that that really helped me. So the first one is, sorry, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm just gonna help you guys. Like, let me tell you what helped me and what is helping me so far. Number 1, get rid of all the fragrance stuff that you have right now. Like, if you're going through an eczema clear up, like, don't even try to use anything that has fragrance. So one thing that has been tried and true and has been pretty good, because, you know, like with eczema, especially if you're really dry and flaky, you have to, like, if you guys know, like, you have to start taking a shower every day. And you would think that you're not supposed to because it dries your skin out, but when your skin is so nasty, when it reaches that point, you have to take a shower every day just so that you can like be around yourself, you know. So Aveeno, the Skin Relief body wash, has done it when I put it on any of my like super irritated patches, it doesn't sting. And I think that's the biggest thing is that it gets the job done and it doesn't hurt. So that's the body wash. And then a lotion that I have found keeps me moisturized, especially through those super super flaky days. And this is for this is for people who are experiencing maybe like the detox, or where your eczema is so flaky that you would know, but is the Aveeno Eczema Therapy Itch Relief Balm. For whatever reason, when I put this on, it does sting a little bit, but you guys, it keeps me moisturized for like 75% of the day, because y'all know I get pretty flaky. But this stuff really, it is a little bit on the stickier side, but it really like kind of like helps keep the itch away, because I did notice that it like helps keep the itch away, but it's like it's not like Vaseline, but it's not like, you know, like Curel lotion. It's like an in-between, so it's not like you're slathering yourself in Vaseline, but it's definitely moisturizing enough where, especially if you put like long sleeve over it, it keeps you moisturized throughout the day and makes it tolerable where you can actually move. And I just switched over to this because this makes me really sad, because I love like really smelly, nice smelling shampoo. But because I started getting it around my neck, obviously Free and Clear shampoo, or just any shampoo that just doesn't have any fragrance, like, just don't add to the drama. Just do whatever it takes to keep your skin okay. And if you can help it, like, I've been trying to steer away from actual lotions just because, like, the body is a weird thing. And I noticed that, and any of you guys who have suffered from eczema, you know, it's like your body just, like, gets used to it and then it just doesn't work anymore and it doesn't help. Like, I've gone through, like, all of the lotions, and I feel like I've rotated through all of them again and again, and it just, like, it's like my body just keeps getting used to it and then it doesn't, like, absorb anymore. So I've just been getting on this new thing, and I've actually really like this, especially for my face. If you have like really bad flaky skin on your face, um, shea butter, obviously, but 100% raw shea butter. It's like a solid. It's a solid. It, I mean, it kind of has like a little bit of a nutty smell to it, but it definitely doesn't smell like something that has like fragrance. It just smells like something that's like nut based. But this one is like coconut oil. It like solidifies, but if you take it out and you put it on here, this is really good for your face. Like if you're about to put on makeup and you're trying to get like a flake-free look. This is very similar to what I just showed you with the Aveeno, but it's like, first of all, it's good for you. Like there's like, what does it say? There's like something in here. Essential fatty acids, whatever that means. But this is like really good for me anyways. I'll do this like before I start putting on my foundation. And I'll put like a big layer of this before I go to bed, and I've noticed a difference. Like when I use other lotions, because my skin would get, and it still does while I'm going through this, it gets the driest at night, and you guys, I just didn't even want to wake up. I would just be so dry and flaky and disgusting. Like I didn't even want to look in the mirror. And so this guy made a difference. I just put it on my, obviously like exfoliate, but like take a warm rag, like a rag that's gentle enough to use on your skin, and like, make sure you like rinse your face and let the water kind of like soak a little bit, and then you can like exfoliate really lightly. Just like, you guys don't need to, if you're going through some stuff like with your eczema, if you're going through a detox, like y'all don't need to be using all that exfoliating sandpaper, whatever. Just use a rag, some warm water, and just like be patient, but just like softly wherever the flakes are, and then go over with re-moisturize with this guy, and I'll tell you, the next day it's bearable. And on top of that, especially with makeup, and if you're just really dry, and you guys, eczema is so terrible, it's such a nightmare, but to get you through, here are the tips. Also, pure shea oil, it's the same brand, it's like the Shea Moisture brand. I got this from like the natural hair section, but this guy looks really good with makeup, like if you mix it in with one of your foundations or whatever. So even if you are a little bit flaky, because it can be really hard to get rid of all of it and to like maintain it through the day, if you just like add a little bit of shine, it gives the illusion that you have naturally moisturized skin when you don't, because you're dry. This guy helps. This one gives the illusion that, hey, like I have moisturized skin. And so, okay, so I showed you guys that. Oh, also, this is really good. Aquaphor, the healing ointment, like especially if you're like really cracked up here around your eye, and you don't want to scrub there too hard anyways, but or around your lip. This guy has done great things, like just keeping it. It's very similar to Vaseline. Just keeping it, I'll just carry it in my purse and just slather that stuff on to kind of help with the, okay, the flakes. And then I want to show you guys some makeup tips that have, you guys, I'm like so amazed at how much it's helped me and at least boosted my confidence during the day. Okay, I want to show you guys something. If you're starting to get like redness in your face because of the eczema patches, this guy is amazing. It's the L'Oreal Magic BB Cream, and it's like this green. So if you're not trying to go like extreme, because this guy right here, he's also NYX Studio Photogenic Concealer. This guy's extreme. Like he'll turn you, or she'll turn you green if you don't know how to use it right. This one is like kind of more of like your, like it's not as extreme. Like it comes out green. Watch, I'm gonna put it on. I went really light today because I was like, I need to give my skin a break. But you just like put it on and it just kind of like blends in. So natural. Like, and you guys, it makes a difference. It doesn't like cover it completely, but it does it just enough where you can go over it again with a foundation of your choice. And whatever foundation you use. So, okay, step number 1, use a green primer. Is that what this is called? Is this I don't know. Just use this first, something green, to help balance out the red in your face, and then use a liquid foundation. Because if you use a liquid foundation, it's gonna keep your face looking moisturized and not dry, and it'll actually help keep it your face more moisturized during the day. So I use obviously use something that isn't super fragrant and is like for sensitive skin. So I was using the Neutrogena liquid healthy skin liquid makeup. Sorry, like why would you put the tag there? Anyways, this guy's been really good. So I'll use this first and then put this on top, and it like makes my skin look like it's back to normal, you know. And then lastly, oh okay, another tip. So use liquid foundation, use like green concealers to help with the super red patches that you might have because of your eczema, and then go over with like a powder. But listen, this is a powder that's going to help you. The idea isn't to like bring out your flakes more, because you got to be careful because it will do that. So I use my friend introduced me to this. It's the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder, and it has like sorry guys, ooh, look at that screen, that's terrible, but this guy right here, and what it does is it goes over my greasy looking face and it like sets it, and it makes it look more natural and not as greasy, and it's just, you guys, it gets the job done. It makes my skin look like it's okay. Like it's nice and moisturized. So there's that. Use like a nice I just suggest don't use a colored, just use a finish powder just so that it like sets it in place. And then another thing, don't use blush through this time, because blush is supposed to make you look like you got a little red in your cheeks. But if you have eczema, you already have red in your face, and if you add blush, it's just going to emphasize the red that's happening all over your face. So what you are going to want to do is you are going to want to use a bronzer, because the brown helps make it look like you got like a nice little glow about you, but it doesn't bring out the red in your face. It just kind of like balances it out. So just use like a nice bronzer, just like right here where the sun would hit. And then lastly, use a setting spray. Set that stuff in place, because you don't want your red patches showing through during the day. Lastly, don't use anything that's glittery, because first of all, it irritates your skin more, but it also brings out, I don't know what it is with like shiny and glitter, but it really brings out the red like irritatedness in your face. So just use like basic, obviously sensitive skin friendly eyeshadows, so like very matte looking shadows. And then I found that, let me tell you, especially if you have eczema around your eyes, glasses have been a lifesaver for me. Because the glasses, and yeah, I know I look nerdy with glasses on, but they like frame your eyes, and they like keep people from looking at your eyes too much. and like seeing how like swollen and like irritated they are. So the glasses have actually surprisingly given me more confidence, you know, I guess. And then also black eyeliner. Because the cool thing with glasses is you can wear as much eye makeup as you want, even though you shouldn't be using that much if you're having an eczema breakout. But you can use as much as you want and still look classy as heck because you're wearing glasses. And black liner is just a good way of bringing out your pupils instead of your swollen eyelids. I feel for you guys if you're suffering what I've been experiencing. But yeah, and so besides that, like, and obviously if there's anything that you guys want me to touch base on more, I'm not a professional. I just know that I'm here. Just know that I'm here to support you and just telling you what has helped me so far. And the biggest things that I'm focusing on right now is mental health. Because when you're going through this, it's really hard to keep your self-esteem up and be confident and be like motivated when you're feeling so bad all the time and like flaking all the time. So that's one thing. Whatever it takes, whether it's meditation, going and seeing a counselor, talking to friends, finding people who are suffering like you with the same thing, like just do what you got to do. Just make sure that you are happy, you know, and that you can still enjoy things in life while you're going through such a physical suffering, you know. And then also drink a lot of water. Eat healthy. Just eat healthy. It doesn't hurt to, it's just good for you in general. And even if it doesn't help your eczema, which it will, just eat healthy. And then lastly, if it's so bad, like for me, I had eczema, I still have eczema around my neck. Scarf that thing up. You can look good with a scarf, or find some cute turtlenecks. But just know, anybody out there who is suffering, especially if you're going through a detox, or just a terrible psoriasis outbreak, eczema outbreak, just know that I am here to support you. And those were the things, if I wasn't as descriptive as I should have been with those products, I will let you know like what they were. Just comment below. But those are my tips, and I hope that you guys are doing good and that you get through. We're gonna get through this. So, all right.